Alright, welcome back to the Totally Guitars Band Page Wiki tutorial. So this is the basic intro, and just in case you forgot how to get to the wiki pages, let's just go back real quick and refresh everyone on that, because this might be very new to you. So go to the master menu, and then click on any band name, and it will go to the wiki page. Also, if you are doing a different filter on here, and you want to get back to the bands listing real quick, you can just click bands over here on the left nav, and that will bring you back to that bands view we just had. So let's go ahead and find a page that has not been touched yet to see what it looks like by default, and do a little basic intro to using the editor. So let's see here. How about Alright, let's go with George Harrison. So, when you get to a wiki page that has not been touched yet, it will say, be the first person to edit this page, click the Edit tab above. Alright, so let's do that. Let's jump in here. So I'm going to click Edit, and it comes up with this little editing window here. Some would know it as a WYSIWYG video, where what you see is what you get, meaning whatever you put in this box and save is what will appear on the article page when you're done. Alright, so I am going to put in, whoa, got Eric Clapton on the brain, George Harrison, and I'm going to put that in bold, and then I'm going to put in some carriage returns there, and I think I'm going to go out to YouTube and get a video ready for that. Let's see. George Harrison. I'll pull in My Sweet Lord, why not? And so now we'll get a video ready. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to pop a video over. So go to a YouTube video you want to embed, and you grab the code for it, and then go back to the edit page. Put your cursor where you want the video to appear. So that positioning's fine. You know, I might have a paragraph of text here, and maybe I want it underneath, so I'll put the cursor there, and then I'll click on the little YouTube button. I'll put in the URL of the video, and then put in a title, George Harrison. Oop. My Sweet Lord. Click our awesome Submit Query button here, and then boom, there it is. Okay. Now, let's say I want to go ahead and view these changes. All right. You have to save them, or they won't appear. So if I go back to the article page, it still looks the same. Now, I did not lose what we did here. It's still there. And I'm going to save it now, and I'm just going to put a note here, George Harrison, page start. So you can put a short note about why you're editing it. You don't have to do this every time. I mean, if you're working on a wiki page and you like to save a lot and keep going back to seeing what it's look like as you're working on it, you know, you don't have to type something in here every time. But maybe just at the very beginning or the very end, it would be good to let people know what you were working on so they can jump in and add around what you were doing. So I'm going to save this. And after you save, it will go back to the main article page and show you what you were doing is now saved. And so there it is. And now if I go to the View History tab, you'll see me and my note. Alright. So let's go back, and I do want to make one note here. Oops. If you make changes here without saving them and go back and leave that tab, like let's say you go to the article tab, if you refresh your page before you saved, you will lose whatever is sitting here. So that is an exception to how that works, so be aware. Your best habit is to just always save before leaving this tab or this page. Always. That's the best thing to do. Alright, so let's play around with some of these features and functions real quick, okay? So we went over, you can edit the text and you can make it bold, you can make it italics, you can make it underline, you know, a lot of those basic things. There's different alignments. You can do a left alignment, a center. You can do ordered list, numbered list. So let's say you had a bunch of different items here that you needed to number. So you could highlight those and click this Insert Ordered List. Now, this is a little tricky because it doesn't show you right there that change. What happened is in the background, the system has saved that update in code, even though it's not displaying it yet. So you'll have to save it to see it. So I'm going to save that real quick so you can see it. And then back on the article page, you'll see that we now have a numbered list. Okay? So I'm going to edit that. Now let's say you decided, oh, I really don't want a numbered list. Then the only way to really fix that is to edit the HTML. And the Edit HTML box will only show what was last saved. So if you're in the middle of making changes and you haven't saved it yet, you can't edit that HTML. Okay? So you'd have to know a little bit of HTML if you're an advanced user in order to do that. Or you could always, post in the forum, hey, could someone help me out? I made a numbered list and I don't know how to fix it. Could someone remove those? Or even better, really this is the best thing to do, is on your comments, just, hey, can someone come in and remove my numbered list? That kind of thing. This can be where we communicate on how to use the wiki. So, back to the editing here. Alright, so there's different fonts here that you can change. There's different font formats you can play around with. You can indent text, remove the indentions if you want. You can upload an image. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Click this, then I get to browse. So go to where the image is on your computer that you want to add in, double click it, it will say uploading, and then boom, there it is. Okay. Now, if you're familiar with basic copy and paste on a computer, you can cut this and you can paste it elsewhere, that kind of stuff. Okay, and let's see, I'm not sure if we can drag that around. Yep, you can drag it around too. How about that? Pretty fun. Alright, you can make a link somewhere. Now, of course, we're not going to be allowing any links to places we normally wouldn't, like competitor sites. You can remove a link. So if I wanted to link this, you highlight the text you want to link, then you put in the link, and then you put in the web address for that link. And then you can put a title on that link, test, and submit it. And then this is one of the ones where you can see when I hover over it, the title shows in the pop-up text. So that's what that title was. Alright, I'm going to highlight this text, come over here, and I can change the text color. Pretty cool. There's also text background, so you can change that. And then we went over how to do the YouTube video. Just simply go to YouTube and grab the URL for that. Let me do something real quick. When you go to YouTube to put a URL in, make sure it looks like this. Okay, so sometimes you'll go to a YouTube page and find a video. Let's see if we can find a video. Sometimes I'll have extra information here. And you want to stop right before an ampersand. You don't want that stuff. You only want this stuff, okay? That's what you're copying and using. Never put any of this. Okay? So, let's just go back and we'll pop one more video in there for the heck of it. So again, this is what the YouTube URL looks like, a correct one. Title, just test vid, submit, boom, okay. Just experimenting here, save. And then we'll be redirected back to the main page, and then we'll be able to see everything that we just did. Pretty cool. Alright, so a couple things here. You can also go into lessons, and it uses the same editor there for each lesson that we have on the site. If you want to work on the discography page, go to that tab, and you can click on Edit, and start the discography page, listing out every album that band or artist has ever made. You know, if we have any packages, they'll show up on this page, and if you wanted to, you could edit something about that package, I guess, relating to that artist. That's factual information. We have the View History tab. Now, just so you know, we do have the ability to restore these wiki pages. So if someone maliciously went in, even though they were a target member, and started doing crazy things, we can restore them. And also there's a history here tracking who was there last, just so you know. So that's basically it. Pretty easy to use, and we hope everyone jumps right in and starts using it, and we thank you very much.